All right, several months ago, I did a show and had this lighting at it, and the wind blew the lighting over, and it caused a lot of physical damage to the cans. The lighting did work; it continued to work just fine, but it did result in the cans getting all damaged. All bent up. So I'm going to see what I can do to try to straighten these things out. All right, so here's what's going on. The metal that's used on this is it can be moved and manipulated. It's not that strong, but inside here there's a circuit board at the end, and they've got this rather large circuit board on this side of it, and they've got multi-pin connectors that connect all the wires. But in looking at this, even if I could take all the wires out, this stuff would have to be, this side here have to be pounded out, and so would this. And I'm not confident that that kind of vibration is good for the type of circuit boards that are in here. Now, I could be wrong on this, but the lights work. They just don't look that good on the outside. So I think I'm going to make an executive decision here and not worry about fixing how the cans look. I said I don't want to potentially break something with the light in order to fix something that is just a cosmetic issue. So lights are working, so I'm okay with these things looking like the way they do. And if I did have any lighting to do that was a bigger show, I would contract that out to couple other people that I know. So I think that's going to be about it. This is probably this can here is the worst shape, so I'm just going to put stuff back together and call it good. All right. Well, maybe on to the next thing. All right, so we've got not really an issue, but sort of a nuisance. We've got a problem here where the ramp is actually just below the bed of the cargo van. Okay, it doesn't seem like it's much, but when you're rolling a case into the van, especially when the case has a particular size of caster on it, the casters will hit the corner here of the cargo van. It takes a little bit of effort to get what you're trying to push over this lip. So I need to look at maybe getting this platform raised up to the point where it's a bit closer to the, let's see here, where it's a bit closer to the height of the cargo van. All right, now under normal conditions, I wouldn't be using this type of caster board. The wheels really are too small. This can be a problem. But this is to give you an idea of what's going on with it. And especially if you've got, so if you've got like 100+ pounds sitting on here, this can be sort of a hassle to push it over. And then at an event we did not too long ago, it took a little bit of effort to push it into the van. This may not seem like a lot, but when you're exhausted, tired, every little bit helps to try to make things go along smoothly. All right, so I've got some spare pieces of wood, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to test it by putting the spare piece of wood, I'm going to put it underneath this bridge. And if this works, then I will attach the pieces of wood to the bridge. All right. All right, this looks a lot better. All right, well, before I go any further, let's see. All right, it's not off that much, but let's see. Let's see what it does. Oh yeah, that is a lot better. Let's try that again. Okay. Let's do it the third time and see what's going on. All right. You can tell where this wheel here is catching up on. It's catching up on the locking mechanism for the door. And that should be remedied by moving the sub over. Oh yeah. Okay, with the wood sitting down here, that's actually worked out really good. When that one caster was not hitting into this gully area over here, it went right in with really minimal amounts of issues. And let me see what I can do. Maybe I'm trying to fill in this gully area here. And with a smoother transition between the ramp and the bed, it's a lot easier on the gear as well. We want to try to keep it as smooth as possible going across it. Put some scrap pieces of wood. Sort of a pseudo fabricate something that can fill this void here and possibly this one. Said this is not going to be a thing of precision by any means. All right, I'm gonna just make some real quick cuts here. Screw everything together and make it into just a one piece that when I go to load, just like putting on this bridge, that the ramp is sitting on, this other piece will just fit in there just temporarily. So the idea is just sort of cut out a section here for this piece to fit in. I'm not going to be able to cover this, but if I can cut some wood out to fit around it, I think that should be fine. All right, for you woodworkers out there, don't laugh. Okay, a little trim here. Looks like I may need to trim off of this here to get it to fit. All right, let's try that. You can sort of tell, if you look at this angle here of this cut, it's quite a bit of an angle. It's certainly not square. It's just enough room over here for the locking mechanism for the doors to rest in. All right. All right, I think 2 screws will be just fine in here. There is some play in it, which is sort of fine with me. All right, let's see what that does. All right, actually, it looks like I may need to place a small piece of wood underneath here, attach it to here. Wouldn't be very big at all, probably glued on there. All right, it's definitely not falling forward. All right, let's give that a try. All right, I think that's going to be it. I mean, it's not much, spare pieces of wood. I think that's going to work for what I need. Okay, so the only thing I have left to do is I'm going to secure these extra pieces of wood, and I got one on the other side as well. That keeps the bridge elevated higher. Yeah, I think this fixed a lot of problems with trying to get stuff in and out without it hanging up on something. All right, on to the next thing.